Okay, so today is the day where I'm going to make banana batter because I have bananas that are perfect. Perfect. Ready to be morphed into a batter for waffles, pancakes, cupcakes, bread, all that stuff. Awesome banana batter. There's no butter, so it's low in fat. There's no sugar, so it's low in sugar. Guilt-free and good and delicious, made with Vitamix. And we're gonna do it in the S50, the trash Vitamix that everybody claims it is. And that is all there is to say, because it is not trash. It is completely versatile. And I'm gonna show you how you can make a batter for all those types of things in this machine. And I'm gonna do it in the app. And don't think that you can just find this, because this is a recipe that I created in here. The app is very easy to use, but people, they just don't want to take the time to learn. Okay, so 10 servings is the normal for what I do on the big container. You know what? I was gonna do like a half serving, but I want to do a full serving. Let's do a full serving. Let's see if we can do a full serving of the banana bread with this. Now, so we'll go back to 10 servings because I want this to last, because I don't want to have because I have bananas already. I don't want to have to freeze them or whatever and thaw them out. So let's see, place 48 ounce on scale. What am I doing here? Place a large bowl into the freezer. Am I in the wrong? What am I doing here? Let me just see. Am I in the wrong? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I have two versions of this recipe. Hold on. So let me just see. Banana bread. I want regular banana bread. Banana bread, protein, salt, eggs, and okay. I forgot what I was saying, but let's put it, whatever. Shut up. Calibrate. Like I said, real time, no editing. Waiting for the container. Press OK. Yeah, so they have no patience, whatever. Okay, this is supposed to say preheat the oven, whatever, but I'm going to save this batter for later. This is going to be cupcakes for tonight. I'm just making a batter in advance. So, okay, we're just going to skip the next step. And, yeah, so I was going to say, normally I do the whole thing, and I was going to do like half because of the size of the machine. But you know what? When I do the batter in the 48-ounce container, there's still quite a bit of space left. So I'm just gonna go and see if I can do it. If I can do the whole thing in here, because I don't want to have to thaw out bananas and stuff and whatever later. I just want to use these bananas as they are, because they are right there to the point where too much ripeness, and it's they're kind of spoiled. But I want to do that. Let's see if this machine can do it. This is all live, no editing. Trial and error, because this is the worst Vitamix ever and whatnot. Complete trash. So yeah, there's no added sugar, and I'm not saying when I say no sugar, I mean no added sugar. The sugars come from the bananas themselves. So that is that. The stevia, okay, stevia. And I have to open my new bag here. I have a new bag. I also have some monk fruit sweetener. I've never tried that before, but it is something I have. And so, okay. This is a new bag of the stevia. You can use any sweetener you want. I'm using stevia. It's what's at my store. I don't have like special needs or anything like that. I know there's some people that do, but I don't. So, and like, I only do substitutions that I know work for me. Some people ask me, is like, oh, well, I'm allergic to this and that and whatnot, and I can't eat this and that. What's a good substitute? Bro, I'm not the best person to ask because I don't know. I don't have that problem, so I don't have experience with that problem. But there's plenty of people that do. You know, search around online, go on a forum, and ask them and whatnot, and they should know. All right, whey powder, whey powder, whey powder. Some people are allergic to whey protein, like the whey because of the dairy thing. And, you know, you can use soy, whatever. There's just some people, you know, they're fair questions. But then there's the other half where it's just like everything is a big freaking problem. Oh, well, I don't do this because of this and that. It's like tidbit stupid shit. Like, come on, man, you know? It's like you're living in a bubble. I bet you've gone to a restaurant, you've eaten their food without problem. You know? And I'm not talking about like, you know, vegans or vegetarians or whatever, because like that part doesn't matter. Nobody cares about that. It's when it's like, you know, like real dumb stuff, like, oh, well, I have to have like the free range chicken stuff and whatever. It's like, you're gonna eat the damn chicken anyway. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, I'm not gonna get into the whole like animal cruelty stuff because I don't know the difference. I don't know. I just eat food. But like, people sit there and argue all day long about the differences. Nah, and this, nah. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know? We can't change our nature. I mean, I know we can do what we can, but god damn. Oh, I have to go back. It always does this. I gotta adjust that, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any kind of like moral arguments or anything like that, you know? But because I don't, you know, it's not my place. For Christ's sake, why can't we all just have fun and just have some food, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Skim milk. Oh, yeah, you know, that's another, okay, so yeah, actually I don't have any skim milk left. I probably have like 2 drops left. Yeah, that's all I have left. All right, so we're gonna have to adapt this recipe a little bit. We're gonna adapt this recipe somehow with extra yogurt. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I kind of went off on really the wrong direction on what I was trying to say. Like when people get nitpicky about food because it's like, well, I do this and that and the other thing that like preserves every last nutrient, you know, in the freaking thing, and well, I do this with, you know, like there was a post about freezing bananas, and there were so many people have like 10,000 different ways of freezing bananas, and I'm just like, you know, you can do whatever you want, but it's like, shit, man, just freeze the bananas and eat them. If you're gonna put them in a Vitamix, you're gonna destroy them anyway, and they'll just end up turning brown or whatever. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but some people are just so OCD about their food, but then they go to a restaurant and it's like they just swallow everything, and it's like, yeah, all that crap you do at home is null and void in a restaurant, let me tell you. Because I'll tell you the truth, I don't actually know the difference between free-range chickens and chickens that are all caged up. I think they're probably equally miserable. But unfortunately, the human body and our nature, just we need meat. And but you know, we can adapt to and half. So 3.5 bananas. We can adapt to stuff and eat vegan, all kind of stuff, but I don't know. I couldn't do that lifestyle full time. I love vegan foods. I love vegetarian foods, like keto style foods. I just don't limit myself. Okay, so we're gonna put like 3.5 bananas and hope all this stuff fits. And these bananas are like melting, they're so good. Another thing I didn't realize is a lot of people don't like bananas. Like a lot of people. I didn't realize there's so many people that didn't like bananas. Shit, it's one of my favorite foods. Yeah. But there's alternatives that people were suggesting that I never would have thought of. So it's good to have diversity in that regard. This one has a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna take this piece out. This one actually was exposed to the air and it has a little bit of mold on it. And it's like, oh my god, a little bit of mold, throw the whole thing out. No, I've had fruits with mold on them. And I just take the pieces off. And that's it, see you later. Yeah, there's nothing else on these. Never been sick by eating anything that's been put in a Vitamix that's been kind of over spoiled or anything like that. Like not rotten, but I'm just talking about like you wouldn't eat it in any way, shape, or form that's like beyond perfect. Like people just don't eat bananas this ripe on a normal basis. And the same thing with like apples and stuff, like brown and whatever. You take a bite out of them and most of it is like brown. It's like, ew, you throw it away. Not me. It's like that to me is another ingredient that goes in the machine. And I am still alive. See how full this thing is? It's crazy. In fact, this is probably going to be the maximum. Ooh, I'm trying to get this last piece. It's probably like people like, all y'all watching this, probably some of you are like screaming at me like, oh my god. Well, sorry. I do things my way. I do take tips and tricks, but there are things that I do that you may not agree with, but at the end of the day, my shit is going to come out tasting good and delicious, nutritious, full of vitamins and minerals. So the process in which to make it can vary. And this is all about the machine, so when the batter comes out, you know, it's just going to be a batter. I'm not going to make it right away. So I'm supposed to blend this until smooth, which is about, 10 seconds on a normal machine, but we're going to see what we can do here. This is going to need a tamper. Usually I don't really need a tamper, but this is going to need a tamper. So this is 10 seconds, but I'm just going to go for whatever I can do here. That's it. I was getting a little bit of spit back there because it was so full, but not a big deal. The machine did it. Not a big deal. Like I said, I would probably do maybe like 60 or 70% of this recipe in this machine, 60 or 70%. But I'm doing the full beans just to test to see if it can be done. See, 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. I don't know if we can do it all at once. But what we can do, see, because I have to do it by the scale. If I was doing it just by measuring cups and stuff, I would do this piecemeal where I add maybe half of the flour, mix it in, and then add the other half. But let's see what we can do. Because, you know, I think I've done this in a 32-ounce container, and it was just super full to the brim. And I think, yeah, this is like the exact same thing. It's just going to be full to the brim, but it's possible to do. So this is like a real test of baking powder. Real test of this machine is like, can you really do all this stuff? Well, who knows? I got a baking powder in there, a little bit of salt. Salt is an option. Just add a little bit of salt. Okay. And okay, I was just checking my video there for a second. All right. Now this part here is where we take all that and mix it all together, and then it'll be ready. But this is going to be kind of tough, so this is going to take experience. I'm not even using the tamper, it's just going. It's going. Yeah, it's going. Okay. See, doing it that way, like kind of, it develops air pockets, and because it's so full, it's hard to tamp. But it's doing it, yeah. Okay, so this is the point where I take the lid off here, and I'm going to go ahead and take a spatula and mix it up, because even when the full-size Vitamix, I have to pretty much do this. It's just easier to just get it all to mix. Because there's no real kneading that needs to happen, it's just mixing. It's all mixing up, but this is fine. This is the batter already. This is the batter. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, S50 does the whole batch. Nice, 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 nice. Put the lid back on a little bit, and we'll just go ahead and yeah, that is done. Sweet. You see, this machine is not such a piece of crap that people claim. Yeah, it did everything. It's not such a piece of crap people claim. It can do everything. Just a little bit of brain power is all you need. Yeah, transfer the loaf pan, blah, 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 blah. Basically, bake it up. And that is it. So this is 1668 calories, which is exactly in line. It'd be nice if I can get back. Okay, so I want to know how much this batter weighs in its completeness, because that's how I'm going to track my calories with it. So you can see that is the batter. And I think 450 is the halfway point. Okay, that's the halfway point. Actually, need another one of these because it's for the full bean recipe. It needs 2 of these. Okay, now the rest. It should be about 450. At least I think. My memory is like not good. It never is. Alrighty, that is banana batter. This is again part of the vlog. This is a longer video, more involved video. Oh, I'm losing some batter, no. But this is essentially the work of a full-size Vitamix for this recipe. See, the machine kicks ass. There's nothing you can do so much with this machine that it's absolutely crazy that people think this thing is so trash. And it's like, no, it's just that you probably bought the wrong product because you thought you were more of an on-the-go person than you really are. You know, you probably had the best intentions, but you failed to follow through. And then, yeah, it would be 450 if I can get all this stuff out, but that would take forever on video, so I'm just gonna do that off camera. But yeah, you know, you could do the whole thing, all this stuff. It didn't have a problem doing it. I mean, I had to play with it a little bit because of the physical size of the container and whatnot. But is it a kitchen disaster? No. I don't understand how people they just want everything to be done by magic. Like, I mean, it's things you have to do some kind of work. You know, you don't just put stuff in there and it magically comes out exactly the way you want. You know, you have to have the recipe. You have to do the experimentation. You have to, try things. Like, if this was a recipe, like if I was a normal person and I've never done this before, I'd probably do half the recipe and try to see how the machine would work with it. And then from there, it's like, okay, it does good. The next time I'll do a little bit more of the recipe. All I have to do is scale it with the app to whatever percentage that I want and just do it there. 50%, 60, 70%. And I'm going by percentage because, math is not that, tough to figure out in the serving size. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the serving is like 0.5, obviously half. So you just put like 0.75 and that's like 3/4 of the recipe. And the rest is done by the app, and then you just follow the app and there you go. Boom, boom, boom. This is real easy. This was the full beans that I normally do on a normal machine. And, it was pretty easy. It had a few little, quirks to it. I had to be a little more careful with it to make sure I didn't make a mess. But the machine is a beast. It's a beast. It's a beast. Imagine being able to make this kind of shit in a hotel room. What? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, end of this vlog.